Hey, 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 it's Chrissy. What's up, party people? Hey, that's real low in there. I hope we can hear it out in Facebook land. How's it going, my people? You are so lucky that you're tuning into Raghouse Radio tonight because, oh my God, we have this fantastic lineup. We have the multi-talented, amazing hometown girl, Kim Martin, in the house. What a pleasure. It's been like years I've been dying to meet you and sit down and actually chat when it's not at a gig and I'm not listening to you play and we actually get to talk about fun stuff.
Yay.
You have a new original out. I can't wait to listen to it with all of our people in Facebook and YouTube land and Chaotic Radio app. We also have the poker queen herself, Rachel Morris. We also have Tina from Lips. And I can't wait to ask you girls about women in poker. That's right. Ladies, I hope you're listening in and watching because you're going to learn some tricks so you can start winning money at poker as well. Raghouse Radio created to empower women in music, entertainment, business, sports, table games as well. Yeah. We have a real treat because Kim is actually going to play live for us, and we have some cuts from her new EP. And the sexy and delicious Brianna, can y'all see her? Hello. She's going to help us with sound. We're having some issues. I can't get my engineering booth, or I can't get the recorded mix. I'm not sure what it is. Why it's so, I heard it, but it's so low that I know something's not right.
It should be this one.
Okay. Okay, so we'll try again. So maybe we'll try a clip of Kim. Kim gave us 3 clips to listen to, and maybe we'll kick the show off with
Sounds
one
good.
of your MP3s. You want to try and see if it works, Brianna? Brianna is an amazing bass player, also, by the way, and I just found out her band Street Links is going to be playing the breast cancer benefit at Pechanga Theater on October 8th, Sunday, October 8th. There's a lineup of like 4 or 5 different bands. Shout out to Brianna's band. They're going to kick the show off from 4 to 5, right?
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. Nice. Let's listen to one of Kim's clips. What do you have up for us first?
Which one did you want us to hear, Kim?
About the title track, Old Southern Soul.
Okay. You got
Old
it.
Southern Soul by Kim Martin.
It's amazing.
Just sipping on apple whiskey, tripping on memories deep inside. Bittersweet redemption from another place and time. Shoot 2 for 1 on Wednesday, and by Thursday I'll be fine. Good for the soul, good for the peace of mind. 1 for my soul, 1 more for peace of mind. I got laid back, homegrown California style, with restless yearning, burning desire to be moving on before I'm long gone. And I can hear the bayou calling me, can taste that wild honey in the breeze. Yes, I'm an old southern soul, 'cause I feel it's time to go. Gotta let those back roads take me home. Have a little mercy on my old southern soul. Have a little mercy. I've been known to tower on with outlaws on the run, but you can't tame a rebel heart that's only out for fun. Just blame my old friend number 7 for fueling up my spot. It's Mr. B that takes me home tonight, on a roller southbound to the wild side. Yes, I'm an old southern soul, 'cause I feel it's time to go. Gotta let those back roads take me home. Have a little mercy on my old southern soul. Have a little mercy. Whoa. peacefully underneath the shade, buried with my rockin' Ryan loaded 38. Could have been Bonnie, could have been Clyde, could have been one more dead than alive. And I'm coming back to raise some hell tonight. Gonna get a little crazy up that bourbon trail tonight. Yes, I'm an old southern soul, and I feel it's time to go. Gotta let those back roads take me home. Have a little mercy on my old southern soul. Gotta let those back roads take control. Have a little mercy on my old southern soul. Have a little mercy on my old southern soul. Have a little mercy. Have a little mercy.
Oh, hell yes. Okay, we were chatting during that delicious song about how it was created. So I want to hear, like, first of all, who's on, can we turn the volume off of that? I want to hear who is on, who recorded on that.
Okay, very interesting. A lot of people think that it's my band member, the Kim Martin Band, that it's the same band members on the CD, and it's not, except for one track, which was that track. Ronnie Siago, my drummer, he did the drum tracks on that track. That was the last song that we did for the EP. All the other drum tracks were done by a guy named Drew Hester, and Drew Hester is now on tour with Stevie Nicks. Before that, he was with Joe Walsh.
So how did you get connected with all these standout
The
musicians?
connection all came from, initially my friend James Grover introduced me to Hank Linderman, producer.
Okay.
I
So
met
he's
him.
the linchpin.
He is the link there. He's the link.
Okay.
He's the magic link. I met Hank. I asked him if he worked with independent artists. He's worked with Chicago. He's worked with the Eagles. Did both of their last studio albums.
Oh my God.
And he says, yes, I do work with independent artists. Send me your music.
Okay.
And he says, yeah. He says, I think we could do something with that. So I started
Wow.
working with him in April.
Was it his idea? Like, when you brought him the music, did you have every intention of using your band to record
No.
everything?
No.
Oh, you didn't even from the get-go?
No. In
You weren't
fact,
even
that was
interested?
an old band that I no longer am with. So
Okay.
I had written these songs on my own,
Okay.
and I was looking for the right producer / collaborator
Okay.
to complete them.
Okay.
And when I met Hank, I knew that he was the one. And so he plays guitar,
Wow.
multi-instrumentalist, dobro, steel guitars, banjos.
Oh, he does
and he had
everything.
the other connections. So he got Drew Hester to do the drums on the majority of the tracks.
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Siaga did the drums on Old Southern Soul.
Okay.
Most of the guitar tracks were done by Hank. He and I were in the studio. I just took in my 6-string and my melody and the chords, and I said, here's the song. And we started
Unbelievable.
building it from there, using it first a drum machine. And then I would do all the bass tracks. I would do like a rough draft of the bass, a rough draft of the vocal. We'd get a rough draft of the song. A few weeks later, I'd go back, nail the bass part, start nailing the
What?
vocals, and then we just start layering it.
What a fantastic
And the
creative
fiddle
process.
player, I love fiddle, and I really wanted to get into the country sounds and the country instruments and the swampy sounds.
Mm-hmm.
And fiddle is one of my favorite. And I just happened to meet a few years back Brian Arrowwood at the NAMM show. And Brian is in Nashville, and he tours with Travis Tritt, one of the best fiddle players out there. We sent him the tracks via email. He sent them back within 2 days, Pro Tools, and we mixed them in. It was that simple.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he
And-
wasn't even here.
No, he wasn't even here. He was Nashville.
Isn't that's done a lot nowadays, isn't
Yeah,
it? Where
yeah,
you
it's
could
convenient.
record everything and you don't have to be in the same place.
Totally. So
That's
it's interesting
amazing.
because now I get to share who's on the CD. Not only Hank Linderman, producer, world famous producer, but Drew Hester, Brian Arrowwood,
Talk
John
about
McPhee.
heavyweights.
Yeah, John McPhee from the Doobie Brothers did the pedal steel.
I can't believe it.
I know.
I can't believe what I'm hearing
he did
right
my
now.
solo on Country Girl.
Okay, so why aren't you on tour? Why don't we have a Kim Martin tour happening?
I'm working on it. I'm working
need a
on
tour
agent,
promoter, Kim.
Yeah, I'm working on agent management. Believe me, I'm finishing that EPK. My video's almost done.
Oh my God, you're going for it.
Getting a music video
Okay,
done.
so let me back up. What's the goal? So are you leaving the cover life and you want to go hard with your originals?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Right the
Yeah.
F on.
The cover stuff is fun. It pays the bills. It's been
Yes.
paying my bills 14 years.
Yes.
No complaining
You've
at all.
been, for my listeners who aren't familiar with Kim, I don't know how that could possibly be, but if you've been living under a rock for a while, Kim Martin is literally one of the busiest cover artists in the Inland Empire, and you have been for years, and like you said, over a decade.
Yeah.
And I mean,
Yeah.
talk about busy. Like, this is how you make
Yeah.
money playing covers.
Right.
You know,
And
it's the way
before
Kim's
that,
doing
before
it.
that, I was doing an original project.
I
There
didn't
was
know
another
that.
one way back in 2000. It was a hard rock album. Got released in Japan.
I did not know
And
that.
then I just started doing the showcasing and the pay to play, and I just fell into the cover bands back in 03.
Here.
And that's when in
Okay.
the Inland Empire.
Okay.
And then Shirley turned into my band after that, and I've just been keeping busy. And then when I thought it was time to start recording and writing, that's what I did. And I looked
What made
for
you
the right
start? Like,
producer.
what? That's a big deal. Like, when you've gotten in a comfort zone for
Mhm.
a decade, you're insanely successful
Mhm.
on this cover band
Yeah.
circuit, right? What happens that makes you like?
I just had the passion inside of me to start writing again. I've always liked to write music. And I just started writing. I started listening to country music over 10 years ago and just really getting into it.
So country music is a kind of a newer love for you because
For me, yeah.
you went to school. Correct me if I'm wrong. Don't you have a jazz background from school?
I went to school at a jazz school. I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston and studied jazz there. But there's also all kinds of music that you can get into ensemble-wise.
Yeah.
But I did study jazz, and I loved going to school there. Before that, I was just totally into rock and into Rush.
So
and
you're a
Iron
rocker.
Maiden and
So you like
all that
progressive
stuff.
too, then?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So okay, so let's back it way up. How did you get into music originally? Like, start playing. What'd you pick up first?
Singing. I've been singing since I was a kid. Since I was probably in elementary school. My whole family sang. My dad, my
Oh,
uncles.
it's a musical
So
family.
the voice came naturally. I started playing bass. I was about 13 going on 14, and I found it in a pile of junk in the garage. It was my brother's. He was already moved out, and I claimed it and pulled it out, and I had 3 strings, and I just started playing it.
Oh my god!
And then 1 string broke, and then I had 2 strings, and I was playing it. And I was like, Mom, I want to play lessons. I want to take lessons. Can you take me down? So we went down to the local music store,
What was your
Hacienda Boulevard, and I started taking lessons.
Oh my! And so you stuck with bass
I stuck
from
with bass,
the get-go.
Yeah, I've been playing bass since 1984,
Unbelievable.
and give or take a few years.
If you guys have ever seen Kim so I've never seen you perform your originals. I've only seen you perform your covers.
Right.
And she's just this fluid, player. She sings. She's a front person for her band, so she sings lead. She runs the band, and she's like locking down this like serious groove at the same time. And like you can't. That's not like the groove comes from the bass, and that's like the foundation of the band, right?
Right.
And to be able to sing and play, like, I have a band, and a few of us sing. My lead singer just sings. She doesn't play any instruments. I sing backups and play, our bass player sings harmonies, but to sing lead and play an instrument, and I've been told it's really tricky to play bass specifically and sing lead.
Well, I was a big fan of Geddy Lee and Rush, and so I just
so it was
used
like
to
normal
practice
for
that
you.
stuff day and night until I could just do it, and just to do it. just to learn
10,000
it.
hours. Did you guys ever
Yeah.
read or hear about that book, The Outliers?
Yes.
It's like a bestseller.
Yeah.
And one of the concepts that was discussed in that book is that anyone hits expert status after 10,000 hours of practice, right? Like, and he went on to make these points like the Beatles sucked ass when they started. However, they had a club that was open 24 hours a day where they lived, and they just went on and they sucked ass on stage over and over and over again until finally they started getting good. Like, true story.
Right.
And they just talk about, opportunity, if you happen to be, like the right place at the right time, and you are prepared, right, with those 10,000 hours of expert status. Like, I wonder how many hours you've spent playing poker, little mama,
10,000.
right?
10,000, I would
Right,
say.
so it's not like, although I can appreciate like a natural ability, like you're born with a voice, or you're born with an ear, or you're born with something, right?
With the bluff.
Still with a bluff, right?
Right.
With a mouth,
cockiness.
But it's still it's I saw this in high school. Like I had all these like athletes. They were great at playing football or whatever. But a lot of them didn't make it to the next level because at a certain point talent alone isn't enough. Because you have to be committed and you have to have some expertise in your field as well, right? And so what you see is you see these people that think they're too smart or too talented to do the work or commit themselves and think that everyone owes them. Or you see those really, really talented people start working their ass off, and that's the cream. It's not the pure talent. It's the talent plus the dedication, right? That's my own, that's what I think.
And anything
You
that
know,
you do,
but
for
I,
sure.
I feel like over and over in my life, oh, that person's so smart. I'm like, so that means nothing because if there's nothing behind
Right,
it,
you have to have
but
the
a bad
love and the
attitude,
passion
and that's
for
right.
what you do. I practice 6 to 8 hours a night.
See,
Majority of
that's
my
it.
life.
That's the difference. I totally,
I still do. I
believe
still
that.
go in there and
It
then I come out
shows.
and I'm so tired. I'm
Right?
like, why did I do that?
Yeah.
It shows. It shows.
So let's give Kimmy a break right now, and let's shift over to these delicious little dolls right here who came in. Where the hell are your hats? Put your hats on for
I
the
can't-
people.
I can't wear it with the dang things. in
Yes,
the
you
way.
can.
She can wear
Let's.
the
Where's your
hats.
little? And tell us. Well, you need to tell our Facebook friends why you're wearing your hats. Let's start promoting what you got coming up. This is Rachel Morris, our resident Inland Empire poker queen, and our Lips representatives, Tina and Rachel. I want you guys to talk about what is Lips.
Lips is Ladies International Poker
Get right next to your mic.
Ladies International Poker Series.
Very good. Good job.
We throw ladies tournaments
Okay.
around here in Southern California, mostly San Diego County is our area.
Okay.
And we have one coming up on Sunday,
Yeah, we do.
this Sunday.
How does a female come join the fun?
Tell her
Show
how you
up.
join Lips. But tell her about Lips. and
Tell
how you
us
join
about
Lips.
it. Like, let's
Where
say
do they
I love.
find it? Where do they find
Let's
it?
say I love poker, but I don't know what the hell you're talking about. But I want to
Yeah.
get involved. What do I do?
There you go.
Well, there's a website called Lips Tour Ladies International Poker Series or lipstour.com.
Lipstour.com. LIPS tour.com. Got it.
And
Yeah.
we have a Facebook page for Ladies International
Nice.
Poker Series Tour as well as just a group page. And we, I guess the tour started 13 years ago.
I think
The
it's
founder-
14 almost
is it?
now, yeah.
Is it? Okay.
I don't know, 13, 14.
Yeah.
Long time ago. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Yes, she did. She can't help
That's
herself.
how
Sorry,
I
sorry,
just,
sorry.
yeah.
Go
Okay.
ahead, Witchy Poo. You just got a
Thanks.
witch hat on. I can tell her that.
Thanks, Ben.
She's the
Go ahead.
boss. She
Go
has
ahead.
the witchy hat
Go
on.
ahead.
I told
Go
you
ahead.
who she is.
Uh-huh.
Anyway. So right. So it started out in Ocean's 11, actually, a long time ago. A group of ladies wanted to play poker together because they felt like they were, a little intimidated. It was intimidating to come into
See, that's exactly what
casino.
I'm getting at. That's how I
Right.
feel.
Right.
Well,
so
that's
this
how-
is how
yeah.
it was created, so that we could have an environment for women who wanted to learn, who could feel comfortable, and they felt like it was just hanging out with the girls with some healthy competition.
Damn, it is so fun too because
Yeah.
I played a tournament over at Rachel's house one time.
Yeah, it's
A little
crazy.
friendly but not so friendly
Right.
tournament.
Right, right.
You
Shit
think
talk in
it
there.
is,
There's
but
some shit
damn,
talk
those
in
girls are serious.
Oh, yeah. They're serious.
There's some shit talk in there.
They're
Oh,
serious.
serious shit
Shit
talking.
talking.
Oh my
Serious
god! And the
talking.
men,
Got some shit
all the
talking.
husbands are like, bing, they're
They're
gone.
like,
Yeah.
peace out.
Like they're so scared.
They sit
Right.
down and
They
they're
don't
out.
even hang out
Then
around
they're
the
out.
ladies.
Then
They're like,
they're out.
uh-oh, it's starting to smoke in here.
Right.
Right? They're
And
afraid.
that's
They
not
should
from
be
our
afraid.
brains.
They
It
should
is-
be afraid.
it's
They
not
should
our
be
brains.
afraid.
Your husband knows.
Totally.
He doesn't
So-
mess around.
It just started growing, and over the time and over the years, the attendance got bigger and bigger. So
How many girls do you have that play monthly now?
It's hard to say because it's all over the
The
country.
fluctuate. Oh,
Yeah,
but how
so-
about in your local chapter? Or what do you
We
whatever you
get
call it?
anywhere from like 50 to 100 players at our tournament.
consistently?
All females
Yeah.
just
All females.
rushing the casino?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me right now?
All
That's
women.
amazing.
It's fun. It's
However,
fun.
we have Women in Poker Week in Vegas. Rachel, why don't you tell them about
Oh,
Women's Poker Week?
yeah.
What's that?
Yeah,
At the end of the
Yeah,
year, every year we go to Las Vegas for a week, and it's just full of
Like
shenanigans.
calendar year, or is there a
Yeah.
season to poker?
It's during the World Series of Poker,
Which is
It's,
when?
Usually July and June, right?
Usually it's
Oh,
the
okay.
last
Bit of
week of June or
June.
the beginning of July.
Yeah.
And the Ladies International Poker Series had a lot to do with the Women in Poker Hall of Fame. And so every other year we induct women poker players or people that are positively influence the game.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that could be. That really leaves it open.
Right. So, magazine publishers and activists and a lot of other people that have come through that have really supported the game and women.
Kim,
So-
do you play poker?
No, just on the computer.
Oh, that's
See?
poker.
That's
Still
perfect.
poker.
You
Myself.
play poker on the
Yes.
computer,
Yes, I
don't
do.
you?
Every Monday night
Every
there's a
Monday night.
game. It's called
Yeah.
Girls Night In,
Yeah.
and it's run through Lips.
You are lying
And
right
it's
now.
during the
Why am I
winter.
not doing
I don't
this?
know. I'll send you the
Because I love
information.
poker. We already know this. We
Yeah,
already
it's
know.
totally free.
And I love to gamble.
Yeah.
Yes.
F. What am I wasting time?
Yeah, it's every Monday night. I'll send
So
you the-
okay. Worst case scenario. Let's say I play every month in your tournament, right?
Yeah.
And I play every week on online poker.
Yeah.
And I never win. How much money will I spend?
Well, the one online is totally free.
Okay, so that costs me nothing to play every Monday.
Yeah, every Monday.
Right.
What?
Totally free.
Yeah. It's a
And
Oh
let
my-
me tell you, the ladies that
Oh, I
play
could
on
do
that
that.
are the
Yeah,
real
it's a
players
blast.
that play.
Oh,
Yeah.
So it's not an
okay.
easy game. It's not like
Right.
I mean,
It's not like a
some-
throwaway or whatever. Like
No.
it's
No,
serious
no.
playing.
No, it's serious.
And
It's
then the
serious.
monthly, how much are the buy-ins? Like, what does it cost to play?
Well, the tournament that we have coming up, it's called Queen's Quest. I'm going to plug it right now.
Yes,
It's
do it.
at Ocean's 11.
crown on and plug
I can't.
Just
when
do it
I know.
while you're talking
I
about
know,
it.
she
Just
just
do
did
that.
I don't even think they can see me on Facebook.
Look, yes, they can look.
Where?
Do
Am I
it.
like miniature?
Right there.
Oh, hey. Okay, hold on.
Hey, it's
So-
good. You
Hold
look
on,
miniature
hold
and
on.
dainty and
I
delicate.
like it. I'm good with that. Hold on. Okay.
So Sunday.
So it's okay. So it's called Queen's Quest, which is, of course, I came up with it because I like anything that has to do with Queens.
Yes.
Queen's Quest at Ocean's 11 this Sunday, October 1st at 2 p.m. The buy-in, Chrissy, is 140 total.
Okay.
Okay, you get 10,000 in chips, 20-minute levels. That means each level is 20 minutes before the blinds and
They
bounties
increase
raise.
or whatever,
yes.
right? Okay.
And we have a bonus for if you win with Pocket Queens during the tournament. You're going to get an awesome book, a 2-series book by Susie Isaacs. It's called Mrs. Poker, I'm Not Bluffing.
Okay, so pocket queens means you have them in your cards that aren't
hand,
showing,
yeah,
right?
And you totally win.
See,
with
I
that
don't.
hand.
I know some stuff.
You
Two
do.
in your hand.
I know
You do.
some stuff.
2 in your hand, you win
Okay.
the series of the books.
Yeah.
And I also brought you guys each a book today,
Yeah.
Cool.
so you can
Yes.
learn something.
Yes.
You know, Chrissy always says she wants to be a poker
I
queen.
do want to be. I want to be a poker queen so bad, and guess what? I just forget. I forget that I really love to fucking play
I know
poker.
you would love it, and you know what? To be honest with you, you would be an excellent poker
I
queen.
think she would.
She would be awesome.
Hey, let me tell you. Can I tell you a story?
Yeah, go
My
ahead.
daughter, who's on. Come here, Christina. Show the people your face.
Christina's here.
Over.
She's waving.
That was her hand. So my beautiful, exquisite daughter is here from Texas visiting. And she reminded me when we started talking with Rachel and Tina, she's like, does dad still play poker? And because I'm divorced now,
Right.
and my ex-husband and his family, they used to love to have little home poker tournaments or whatever.
Yeah.
And guess who would beat their asses all the time?
You.
Ooh,
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it.
See,
When
she
people
just
get pretty
reminded me
Well, that's good.
that
That's
I am
great.
good for not knowing, I
Right.
know there's got to be techniques and ways to play the right way. For not
sure.
knowing how to do all that shit, I do think I could be good at poker.
You absolutely.
And I
Well, that's
love
how it
it, and I would
starts.
like to, yes.
That's how it starts. That's the really cool thing about the tour is that it provides a vehicle, it provides an opportunity.
And I feel comfortable
Yeah.
with the girls.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm all about girls.
And
Yeah.
most of
Right?
us,
It's
And
like
so
right.
it's
girl power.
made for
Girl
me.
power.
For
Right?
sure.
Oh
For
yeah,
sure.
It's made
listen,
for
that's
me.
my mantra.
For
But
sure.
you
That's
know, it
why I don't
starts out
understand.
At home, and then maybe you have a girls' night or whatever.
Oh my God.
And now you have an opportunity, and then when you want to come back, it's not so intimidating. What's really cool about Susie's book is it kind of walks you in from the most plain speaking step-by-step
That's what I need.
thing from like the time you
Simple.
walk into the casino to what you got to do to where you got to go get your chips to everything. So it's a really, really cool thing that we're going to be able to give those away during the tournament.
You know, we should write a book for women in music in the same fashion, Kim. Because you think about it, like a lot of girls, you know, it's a man's world in the music industry, right? There's a ton of fantastic females, but in terms of numbers and percentages,
In general,
we're
it's a man's
definitely way less, right? And it can be very intimidating from playing to understanding sound, like going and playing at a gig where there's sound people and they make you feel like you're a total idiot.
Well, I also
or-
studied sound. I went to school of two music schools. I went to Berklee College of Music and I studied bass. Performance was my major.
Okay.
And then I came back to California because I'm from California. I grew up in Hacienda Heights. And then I went to Grove Music School in Van Nuys and I studied recording and engineering.
You
Because I wanted to get to know that part of it too.
Oh, so no one can tell you like this and that, but don't you find that men are typically surprised
there's
when
always,
you know?
yeah, there's always
right?
the one that they think that you don't know anything. So
Of course.
I just humor them. Just smile.
Brianna, I'm sure you experienced that too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Being a female bass player. As a matter of fact, Brianna has this brilliant YouTube channel, right? What's it called?
Bass Babe Brie.
Bass Babe Brie. She has like 6,000 subscribers. She's a big deal on YouTube, this girl, okay? And you have one bit where it's about you going into a store and like the responses that dudes give you. Like, are you shopping for your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Like, you know, it is frigging
Like, I'll go in
hilarious.
there wearing a Fender shirt. It's like, your boyfriend play?
boyfriend?
No,
Yeah.
I play.
It's
It's ridiculous.
hilarious. And I make fun of it. Like, there have been so many men that have helped me and are wonderful. And it's not like I'm male bashing when I say it's all about women, because I just want to lift women up because we're at a disadvantage in a lot of ways. And we shouldn't be, because we're fierce as shit. Like, we are, like, I met so many amazing women that I just want to, like, I want to
Corral them all in.
copy them and, like, you know, multiply them. Like, you are the shit,
Right.
you know? Like, we should all band together and be this, like, fierce group of chicks. And that's why I love this show, because it's all about sharing the you know, the brilliance of Kim Martin tonight and you two and what you're doing.
Well,
it's like a public service for us
really kinda
weenie
is.
chicks that are too scared to go play poker.
Well, yeah, it's a man's world in the poker as
Seriously,
well.
like you
Seriously.
still, that,
I'm gonna go get some cards.
Why
I got some Budweiser cards at home.
damn it! And I was gonna call you and say you better bring some
I
cards.
gave her some cool cards.
You better bring some cards to show us some damn tricks while we're here. Hey, let's take a musical break. Kimmy, you want to play? You want to play live? Let's do it.
Yeah.
Kim promised. Okay, so Kim is this badass bass player, but when I asked her if she'd play live, she's like, "Yeah, I'll bring the 6 string in." So you guys, you're so lucky that you're listening in, because Kim's gonna play one of her original songs. This is Country Girl,
Called Country
and
Girl.
she's gonna be strumming her 6 string.
Now, this is the actual guitar, this Yamaha. I bought this off my friend James. He's like, you need to learn how to play guitar. Sell me a guitar.
Girl,
So,
okay.
a couple years back, I started strumming a 6 string, and that's how I wrote this song, Country Girl. Now, on the actual CD, there is a Doobie Brother on this song.
Unbelievable.
And I was so excited to say that. John McPhee
Wow.
did the Telecaster and the pedal steel on this song. And Hank asked him to, and he was happy to do
That
it.
is amazing. Wow.
So
It's who
this
you
is
know,
called
huh?
Country Girl, and this is just my 6 string version of it. So
Okay, here we go.
I was born on a southbound Greyhound bus. Didn't need much money, loving was plenty for us. I got my mama's draw, my daddy's rebel yell. I'm half outlaw, half Southern belle. Country girl at heart, if you can't tell. Well, that Southern charm and comfort's calling me back. And I'd like to get on lit like on Jack. Steal the night away in Charlotte. Be wrecked, I'll be scarlet. Southern girl knows how to get the party started. Take me down, I'm Smoky Mountain bound. Take me down that old Blue Ridge Road. her little heart ain't what it seems. And a bathtub full of gin will keep you squeaky clean. Bleed fire water where I come from, that triple proof homemade rum on my backwoods daughter and a roll with a shotgun. Take me down, I'm Smoky Mountain bound. Take me down that old Blue Ridge Road. Well, the willow know me well in the hollow raising hell. Just a country girl at heart if you can't tell. That southern freight train, she's singing my song. The one that's going, come on girl, get on back home. This is where the solo is. Yeah, not sweet as sugar, maple, and homemade brew, but stings you like a bee on that Mountain Dew. I like good old boys, pickup trucks, barefoot home cooking, down home love, just some of the things country girls are made of. Take me down, I'm Smoky Mountain bound. Take me down that old Blue Ridge Road. While the willow wait for me, and kin folks all you need. Just a country girl at heart if you can't see. While the willow know me well in the hollow raising hell. Just a country girl at heart if you can't tell. Said I'm a country girl at heart if you can't tell. Said I'm a country girl at heart if you can't tell. That's about as raw as it gets, folks. That's about as raw as it gets.
Okay, check this out. Like, I'm listening and I'm like, I want to be on a road trip with the girls right now.
I want to be.
Didn't it make you feel like
swear to
that?
God, I feel like I'm like in the Pennsylvania Turnpike in the fall. Like I'm going
Dude,
to
with
Maine.
a convertible,
Windows
like
down.
sitting up
Oh,
with like,
yes.
oh my God,
The
that's
trees are like
Road
we
rain
need to do
colors. Oh,
a
I'm in.
video
I'm in.
of you doing that. That is perfect
in.
for this song.
Hell yeah, or maybe like on your way down to West Virginia, or maybe
Oh
some-
my
There you
Can
go.
we go down to the
Badass.
Smollers in West Virginia. I've got some friends.
Smoky Mountains.
I got some
Hey,
friends.
you have girls that want to go on a road trip with you.
Road trip.
I'm in.
I'm
And they'll
ready.
teach us poker stuff, like
I'm
in
ready.
the car.
We'll
We'll
make
stop
good
at
stuff.
casinos on the way, the whole way.
There you
It'll
go.
be
book the
like a
trip.
poker road trip.
And I'll book it.
That's a good idea. That is a really good idea. Music and poker.
I did that already with you guys with Cougars Rocks. We rocked that.
I know, but that was like one or two.
I
I'm
know.
talking about going across the
know.
country.
I'll book the trip.
We'll book. Okay, so we'll book shows and tournaments like
Yes.
in the same, like close
Yeah.
cities.
Yes.
I can do
Oh
that.
my
I
God!
can do that.
Music, poker,
I know.
and
the
women.
difference?
Hell
Like
yeah.
what's better?
Awesome.
Nothing.
Nothing.
add
We'll
some-
go. And we'll go.
Just add some whiskey and look out.
We'll go find some animal shelters. and play with the animals
I
along
feel
the way.
sorry for anyone who's not going with us.
Oh.
Actually,
Oh yes, we got to stop
There's
by
only
and
so much room.
pick up all the
kids.
animals on the way too.
Right.
We got a big
Right.
oh
motorhome.
my God, there's so many things we can do. Oh, Ziggy's
Seriously.
got to go.
Remember, we were just
Yeah.
watching.
Rascalito's got to
We were
go.
just watching the RV
He's
show
so
today on TV. Remember?
Cute.
You're watching what?
We were watching the RV show today. Remember
I
where they go
know.
buy the
Or,
$150,000 RVs? You know.
We need
Oh,
that.
that's
were
what we
just-
need.
yeah.
We need a sponsor. Are you out there?
What about your
Sponsors.
husband? Does he make a lot of money, Kim? Can he
Mine does.
sponsor
Mine
our tour?
I don't know if he could sponsor us, but maybe my sponsor, ChromaCast, could sponsor us.
What?
I love it.
Tell us about your
I just-
sponsor,
I had to work
ChromaCast.
that in there. I had to
You
work that
do
in
have
there.
to work it in there. What's
I have
ChromaCast?
recently
that?
got a full artist endorsement by ChromaCast.
Awesome.
And
Wow.
once again,
What do
through
they
my-
have? What
through
is
my
it?
friend James, again, they have everything from guitar bags to drum cases,
No way. I need new drum cases.
strings, sticks, stands. Look at all this stuff.
Look at
You
it.
can
Wait,
have
are
this
they a new
magazine.
company? Or has he been around for a
Not
while?
not that new. Not that
Okay.
new. They're
Oh,
in
yeah, they have
California.
Do they do
They got
custom picks? I
Vinny
saw
Appice.
pics.
They got
Do they
Cups.
do custom
Ronnie
picks?
Siago is also endorsed by Comicast, my drummer.
Interesting.
And all kinds of goodies.
I need to check that
Right
out.
on.
Yeah, I'll leave
Hey,
this with you.
And you just reminded me, Kim came. Uh-oh, I hear Ziggy. Maybe he wants to be on the air. Ziggy, are you being a bad boy? I brought the whole family with me tonight. I brought my daughter who's visiting from Texas. I brought my son Christian who's doing his homework in the green room. And Ziggy came too, and I hope he did not poop in Dutchie's green room. Let's just cross our fingers, people. So, but listen, Kim brought swag with her. She was prepared. So, anyone listening, dial 909-360-8330 if you want a chance to win some Kim Martin swag. Stickers, T-shirts, CDs
hats.
of originals, and guess what? She'll sign it for you, people. She has hats also. So call in 909-360-8330. Ask us a question. If you don't have a question, just want to say, hey, Kim, or hey, Poker Girls, or hey, Ziggy, or whatever, that's totally cool. We'll come up with some really good trivia question for you.
Yeah.
And so Chromacast, when did you pick them up as an endorsee?
Just in July. In July, I
They have ukuleles too.
Yeah, they do have ukuleles.
I have a fetish instead of a foot
In July,
fetish.
yeah.
I have an
I've got all
ukulele
kinds
fetish.
of cases, all these black cases that you see right here, all these bags,
Really?
tuner, strings, all these cases. I
Oh
have all
yeah,
my
I
swag
see
in
these
the
cymbal
cases.
bags.
Yeah, Ron uses all the
I need some
cases.
shit.
I gotta
Um,
check out. I gotta check out.
some really nice
Do you have
stuff.
any Poker Queen or Lips swag you can give away?
I bought you guys books.
You, oh, but
Yeah.
I'm keeping my book. I'm not giving that
Okay,
away
I
to a
have one-
listener.
Okay, I have one extra book. for
Okay,
radio
we have
listener.
one book
There
for
we go.
anyone that calls in 909-360-8330. If you guys want to win some free stuff, we have a book on poker from what's the author's
Susie
name?
Isaacs.
Susie
And tell me
Isaacs.
who's Susie Isaacs, because I'm
She's amazing. She's a poker player,
Mm-hmm.
obviously, and she started out. I mean, I don't know
She's
that
been
much
around
about
for a
her.
long time. She's
Oh, and
a
she don't
tournament
like no
champ.
men playing at the table.
oh
So,
damn.
yeah.
Oh,
She
so
gets
she's
that
like a
man.
man hater then.
Not a man hater, but she's definitely.
She just don't
pro
let no.
woman.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you
You know,
start
push
playing
you around.
poker?
I've been playing poker since about 2003.
Oh, so 15 years.
Yeah.
And what got you started?
Yeah.
My husband.
Because he's a
Just-
poker
just
player?
Like, yeah, we were playing a lot of home games and stuff
Okay,
like that.
same thing, right?
Driving out to Vegas, and he's like, "Why don't you play live?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm scared."
Oh
They're
my
all
God!
men.
You're
I don't
it's
wanna
so
play. I
mean.
don't want to play.
You are mean.
But you know what? You just got to woman up and just walk in there
Woman
and
up.
sit your ass down and do it.
That's
It's
right.
always
Did you
scary.
Did you just tell me to put my big girl panties
Yeah,
on?
you got to put your big girl panties on and walk in
Oh,
there and just
I
do
don't know.
it.
I'm not scared of shit. I don't know why I'm scared to play
You
poker.
should not be. You
I
should not
know
be.
it's lame.
But you know what? I meet so many women all the time. Like they'll say to me, "Oh, Rach, would you? Oh, I saw you were playing poker yesterday." Or oh, and they say to me, "Did you go by yourself?"
Oh
And
yeah,
I
all
go,
the time. It happens all the
"Yeah."
time.
Well, wait a minute.
Really?
You went all by yourself,
Do you go before?
Yeah.
Do you get home before dark?
right?
You
Weird
liar.
questions.
They
Yeah,
don't
weird
really ask you
questions.
that, do they?
Weird questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aw,
Yeah,
I
some
see.
of- some of these-
See, the women need you.
They need to go out.
They
and
need to be
experience it.
inspired.
It's
Yeah.
important. It really is. I
It
think
is.
that I think for me personally, I know for sure that I learned a lot about myself by learning how to overcome my fears
Yeah.
of competing against other players and mostly men. I mean, I've sat down in a casino and been the only female with 100 tables in the room
Many
I
times.
love it.
many times.
That I
Many
love.
You know what I love?
I
is
get
when you
off on
take
that.
shit down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's what I love.
Exactly, but you
Oh,
learn
I
your
got a good
confidence.
story for you guys. You guys will love
Yeah.
this shit.
Do
Take it
tell.
down.
Okay,
Do
okay,
Take it
tell.
down,
okay,
Ma.
okay. You
Take
ready
it
for
down.
this? This is
Bring
funny
it.
as hell.
Bring
Wait a minute. Let me give the call-in
Bring it,
number once
sister.
more before you start your story.
Okay, all right.
We need callers.
You guys are gonna like this
909-360-8330. Go. Good story.
Okay, here's the story. So I got invited to a weird private game in Canyon Lake in some nail shop
not
one day,
Canyon
okay? Nail shop
So
poker
all
tournament.
chicks?
No. So we show up, my husband and I got invited. Wait. So we show up, and holy shit, it's all cops. All sheriffs, right? So there's all these guys, and they're all cocky and drinking their beer, blah, blah, blah. So I'm standing by the back door, and this guy says to me, "So what are you doing here?" And I said, "I'm here to play poker." And he goes, "Oh, good, some dead money. Dead money."
Oh,
Okay, so
no.
dead money means like you're an asshole. You're gonna
Like
lose all your
basically
money.
just pay up.
Donate, bitch, right?
Oh.
So I just looked at him and I said, "Here's cocky me." I looked at him. I go, "What makes you think I'm dead money, right?"
Oh, we have a phone call.
Are we gonna take it? Or
Hold
wait?
it. Yeah, we're gonna take it.
Okay, time out. Dead money.
Hold on. Hold on. Hey, you're on Raghouse. Hello.
Hello,
Who am I talking to? Which channel do I
Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
Jenny or
Hi.
Jenny? Hey, you're on air with Chrissy, Rachel, Tina, and Kim. What's up?
Hey.
Hey.
So, do you have a question for
Hi.
the girls?
Hi. Hi, Jenny.
I love Kim.
Aw,
I
it's
know
one of
who
your
this
fans.
is.
Who is it? Aw.
Hi, Jenny.
I actually, yes. So, are you gonna go together, like poker and Kim play?
She wants to go on the road trip.
She wants
Thinking
to go.
about it.
I want to go on the road trip.
We're thinking about it.
Hey, this is a thing.
I
People
think
are
it's
pumped
real.
up
We might
about
be
it.
able to organize
Women?
something like that.
I think
Music.
so.
I say we get a film crew.
I think we need a big bus.
All right, that sounds good.
Oh, that's I can hear that. I can hear the show in the background. Hey, listen. So you're a follower of Kim. Do you go see her live often, Jen?
I used to go all the time. I haven't been for a while, but yes, I absolutely love her.
Oh,
Thank you, Jan.
We need. Do you want some Kim Martin swag today? What would you like? What would you like to give her, Kim?
Do you have a CD?
I do have a CD, and I do have a tank top.
Do you have a hat?
I would love a hat.
Okay.
Winner,
Woohoo!
Get you
chicken
a
dinner.
hat.
Oh
Write
yes.
that down. I don't want to forget.
So what we're gonna do is don't hang up. We're gonna get your contact info from Bree. She's gonna get it down so we can give you a call, and we'll connect. Now, are you local? Where do you live, Jen?
I live in Fontana.
Oh hell yes! You're so close to the station.
Yeah.
You can come pick one. You can come pick a hat up right from the
Okay.
station. It's right down the street from you. So thank you so much for calling in. Do you have
Awesome.
did you have any questions for Kim before we let you go?
No, I just want to say I'm here. I support her. I know she's going to go big, and I love her.
She's
Thank
so
you, Jen.
amazing.
Appreciate
Aw,
that.
That's
Love you.
so great. Thank you for calling in. It was so nice to meet you.
Thank
Don't
you.
hang up, okay, Jen?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye. Aw, sweet.
That was
She's
sweet.
rad.
Yeah, she
You have
loves
great
you.
fans.
I do.
and
I
they're
really
very
do. I'm
loyal.
really thankful. That's what's kept me busy all
They're
these
very
years.
loyal following.
You have 2 new fans.
Yay.
Tina and
That's
I.
right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Because, you know, I'm not going to come on a show
We
with
need a
you if I
bigger
don't
boat.
know what you do.
Oh, look at she's all doing your.
I
need a
She's
bigger
like,
totally,
boat.
I totally researched
and
it.
let me tell you something. I do the same
Yeah.
thing though. When I have a show, I call myself a stalker because I wanna
You wanna know
I
what
wanna
you're
know
talking about.
who I'm talking to. I want to know
sure.
what you have going on.
right.
I want to talk about things that are important to you. I mean, you know, like I
Right.
want it to be good for that's why we're having the show to expose everything wonderful that you ladies are doing.
For sure.
So I mean, that's part of the JOB.
And
You
I
know what
think
I'm
with your
saying?
talent, listen to me. You should
Listen here.
Listen here, girl.
Okay.
Since we're talking poker and
Okay.
country music, you need to write a powerful, chick, rockin', country, poker music
Ooh.
song.
And it could be the
Like
theme
that.
song
Yeah,
for
forget
the
Lady-
poker
That's a
queen.
good
And
idea.
forget Lady, yeah.
The
I need a
poker
theme
queen.
song. I need
Let's do a
theme
song. Poker
Instead
queen.
of poker face.
Poker queen.
Yeah.
Poker
I'm writing that
queen.
down.
Oh
I
my
think
god.
I think it needs to be with her style, with her,
For sure.
southern soul rock.
Isn't
with
that
rockabilly.
That's a
amazing?
good idea.
If you
You
need
know-
poker stuff, just call
Okay.
me. Well,
And
that's
we
a good
can sell
idea.
it at the poker tournament.
Absolutely.
We
Good
can,
idea.
right?
Listen,
It'll
I'm
be
working
so
on
amazing.
a beer for the Poker Queens group,
She
all
is.
kinds of stuff.
A beer?
Working on a
Yeah.
beer.
Poker
beer.
Queen beer.
Yeah.
That's a poker
Oh
She
my God,
is.
it's
It's,
endless merch
An old
and
Southern Soul
music
whiskey.
It's a
and
stout.
I want to make my own whiskey.
Listen,
It's a
I'm
bra-
from Ohio.
Oh my
You wouldn't talk about whiskey and
Because
bourbon.
Old Southern
We
Soul,
take
the
about
actual
5
song.
minutes.
how do you do
Believe
that?
it or not, it started out with the whole Whiskey Wednesday thing.
Right.
You
I
know,
was
we-
gonna bring
we
you
were
a
doing
shot of
we were
whiskey,
doing like
too.
shots of whiskey on Wednesday
I
Yeah.
should've brought
when we were
whiskey.
playing,
Damn
and that's
it.
kind of how the song starts.
Yeah.
You know,
my
That's
God.
awesome.
it starts out with that little scene right
That's
there,
awesome.
and then the whiskey
Wednesday.
brings out the old Southern soul.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Brings
it's
back
a
these old
whole
memories.
thing.
These memories
Don't even
from way
start talking to
back.
me.
She could do such
So-
a good poker song.
I even have a slogan.
Oh
Check
my-
this out.
What?
Old Southern Soul whiskey. The link between now and then.
Oh my
Ooh,
God.
I like
Is that good? Is
Yeah.
that
You have a whole brand.
Any distilleries
Yeah.
out there?
Right?
You want my
Yeah,
number?
listen,
Okay,
listen, I know some
anyone-
people. I know some
Anyone
people.
who's listening in on
Jim Beam,
Facebook,
Jack Daniels,
I
give me
know
a call.
some people. Trust me.
and
Seriously.
we
Oh,
need
no.
a distillery that wants to private label a whiskey for Kim. I know we could
People
find
are
that.
doing it.
I-
They're
It's
doing
know
it's
it.
a just
somebody.
about it's easy to private label.
People are doing it.
So it's really about you getting your logo and your brand and all that stuff and just finding a
Right.
distillery to partner with.
I got one.
Girl,
there are country
That's
artists that are doing
amazing.
that. They're making their own
For
whiskey.
sure. For sure.
I met you know
I
you
do.
do see
I know somebody.
we know people.
Not that I'm a
got
huge
a
whiskey
guy.
connoisseur,
It doesn't
but I do like
matter.
to
You
partake
can
now and
learn.
then.
Makes moonshine?
You can
Yeah, they make
become an
moonshine too,
expert.
actually.
It will
And
only
it's
take
damn
10,000
good.
hours to become an expert at whiskey.
Only 10,000 shots.
Oh, I'll sign up. I'll sign up. I will be a taster.
Wow.
shots.
I
You're
will
a professional.
sacrifice myself.
That's
Yeah, girl.
See what happens when we start brewing together? It's like this little coven.
What?
See
Did
this
we
little
just play
coven
on
we
that?
have? That's the power in all these women in one room. It's really quite amazing.
Yeah, yeah.
We haven't talked about Irene yet, who's behind the scenes.
Irene, behind the scenes.
And she is like
she is.
this master promoter for Kim, and she's actually videotaping this thing, like the shenanigans as well. And I just think it's so fantastic that you're so supportive of Kim. Say, hey, girl, hey.
Kim.
Hey.
Irene/Janine.
So
helps me out.
tell
quite
me
a bit.
how you met Irene and how your relationship came to be, where you have this great support.
I originally met her when we were playing at DJ's Lounge down on Mission and Holt, down by the Deja Vu.
Oh, yeah, girl.
Lovely,
Damn.
lovely part of town.
What are you doing over there? What are you doing over there,
She was
Irene?
working down at the Deja. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
You
I'm
got
just
some
kidding.
moves? Because we got a
just
pole over there.
Right.
Can you show
What?
off?
She was a customer at the DJ's Lounge where we were playing, and this was like about 8-9 years ago or something like that. And eventually we started getting into other clubs, and I kind of lost contact with her for a few years, and then all of a sudden I'm playing at the Buffalo Inn one day, and she shows up with a friend, and I'm like, I know you, and she goes, yeah, I used to see you at the DJ's Lounge, and I'm like, oh, that's right. So ever since then we started being friends, and then she started coming to more and more of my gigs, and then we just started becoming really better friends. And
Yeah.
she's one of my best friends and
Oh my
helps me
God.
out with all my stuff.
And it's true because, whenever I see Kim's posts, and because I'm friends with Kim, I see, like, how you see posts about your friends too. And I always see Irene shared this, Irene did that. And like, you are truly like, I said earlier, she's so lucky to have you because when you're an independent artist, it's all about, like, I spend most of my life social networking,
Right.
not for fun to see like what the chisme is, like what's up, what's everyone doing. It's like
Right.
to promote, to share,
Right.
to expose, and it's so much work.
It's exhausting.
And you're so lucky. Like when anyone shares anything, it's like this geometric addition. Like I was
sure.
talking to
Absolutely.
Bree earlier about her YouTube because she has like a bajillion YouTube subscribers, and I was saying that is so powerful. And she said the more you have, the more it grows because of that sharing that happens. So she's so lucky to have you. I think
Oh,
it's
yeah.
I appreciate you because I know how valuable friends and fans and followers are for
Let's
me
give Irene a big
personally.
hand.
Yeah.
Yay!
Give her a little spank on the bottom.
Irene.
I know.
Very
It really it changes
She
everything
helps
when you
me
have
with my
people that
gear.
support
Yeah.
you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pick pictures,
Because
everything.
it's I mean,
It's
especially
actually
with
easy to
music.
do when you believe in
Well, you believe in your product, right? And I agree. But
So-
you think about the thousands of friends you might have on Facebook, right? And it's usually in the thousands, and that's like a standard number. how many of those people are actually supporting you, are really into what you're doing? How many
Right.
people are actually engaging with you? And for someone to take time out of their day to share what you're doing or just give it a like or support you, that's a big deal.
Yeah,
That's me.
totally.
And
I do that.
you're amazing like that too.
Yeah.
That's why you're my homegirl.
I know.
Because I surround myself
I've
with
been
cool
sharing
people.
Cougars Rock
It's
since
a lot
of
the
work.
day
I
saw
knew
you.
about Cougars Rock, I
Yeah.
guess probably, what, 3 or 4 years before I even came out here.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah,
And that's what
because
I
of
mean.
her.
Like
I was
people
so
like this,
excited.
like
Yeah.
they're like gold. Like you're so lucky.
Right.
That's you hang on to people like that in your life because they're genuinely there. They love you.
Yeah.
When most of the people they're like, you know,
oh, yeah,
adornments on a
or-
wall,
yeah, yeah.
but they're really meaningless. Like that quiet.
Well, I don't promote
Is-
unless I love it. You
That
know
well, that's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I had to check her out before I even put it.
Yeah.
I need to
Okay.
check this girl
I
out
straight
first.
rocked your
sure she
CD
doesn't suck.
all the way to
I
work.
tried to tell her.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
even
That's
over
dope.
here.
Loving it.
Even over here.
That's
Thank you.
rad.
And she,
Thank
on the
you.
way over, she's like, so did you listen to the CD? Did you listen? I'm like, yeah, dude, I listen. What?
Right?
Yeah.
She was on it. We are on
So
the
wait,
money.
this is a good opportunity since we're talking about how rad Kim is. Let's listen to another one of her MP3s.
Yeah,
what,
let's do it.
what else did you give
Let's
us?
do Home Sweet Home. This is a party song.
Oh, yeah.
Is that
let's
cool?
go.
Fiddle
Party
and-
song.
Is that cool? Bree's got it.
It's got
My
fiddle
girl's
and
got
Do
it.
it.
Steel
Let's
guitar.
do
This
it.
kind of music makes me happy.
Everybody have a good time.
Long day, gonna get my groove on. It's Friday night and I just got back in town. Gonna be hanging out with all my people. If the morning shouldn't come, I won't worry now. I won't worry now. I'm taking this party to go, just in case I need some of that home sweet home. Everybody have a good time. Feed your hungry soul something that you can hold. And shake it like it was your last night. Everybody have a good time. Feed your hungry soul something while I'm old. Just savor on in case I'm craving some home sweet home. Whoa, some of that home sweet home. I like the sunshine on Sunday afternoon, along with the music that moves me inside out. So grab some old shoes, gonna drink some covers, sling a shot or two, gonna light this place up, gonna light this place up. Yeah, I'm taking this party to go, just in case I'm needing some of that home sweet home. Everybody have a good time. Feed your hungry soul something that you can hold. And shake it like it was your last night. Everybody have a good time. Feed your hungry soul something while I'm old. Just savor on in case I'm craving some home sweet home. Whoa, some of that home sweet home. Here we go.
Yes, Kim Martin. We're basically in the studio making plans and talking about how bitchin' we all are and how much we're like gonna make all this really rad shit happen.
Right?
And Tina's all, yeah, Kim, I'm gonna hook you up with my boy Bootsy.
That's right, booby.
So what?
Right.
So
Bootsy,
tell
baby.
everyone in radio and
Yeah.
Facebook land and YouTube land what you do.
I'm a travel agent,
Sweet.
And,
What's the name of your travel agency?
Travel Designers Unlimited,
Is there a website we
Yeah.
can go on?
traveldesigners.biz.
Okay.
And I, for the last he's not on tour this season. He had a tumor and he had to have surgery
Oh.
and take a year off. But typically, I am his travel agent. So whenever Bootsy goes on tour, I usually handle
You
all
book all the
logistic-
accommodations.
Right, the travel.
Like
and all that
logistics
stuff.
is no
Yeah,
joke.
It is no joke.
Oh my
It is no
gosh.
joke.
Good for our road
I'm
trip, too.
super
So
used.
that's
We're
why I
gonna
was
use
like,
you, and I
well-
bet Kim can use you when she goes on tour.
Absolutely. I do a lot of work with musicians all over the country, all over
That's
the world.
amazing. What's
Um,
so? Tell me what some of the challenges are with booking travel for the musicians. Like, what's different or unique about that?
Well, it's kind of a lot like I liken it to herding cats because typically, right? So typically, all the musicians are in different parts of the country or the world for that matter, and then they need to come in and rehearse, and then they go on tour. They may go on a bus, they may fly, whatever they're doing. You know, usually the artist.
Who makes that call? Do you make that call,
I
or do they give you like what? What are they like? These are the dates we have.
Yeah.
Make it work, or what?
Yeah, I'll have a good. I mean, we have a really good relationship where I know like what type of room they need, what kind of accommodations they're used to.
Okay.
Usually, what the budget is. I'm really good about finding great deals and saving money. And
okay, so they have to give you a budget,
typically, yeah.
so you know how much they have to spend.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, we talk about all of that in our meeting or whatever. And
I need to talk to you about my trip to Italy in February.
I send a lot of people to Italy.
We got to talk.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
want to talk about tours because I was asking you earlier. So you have this new EP. You know, and I was like, what are your goals? What do you want to do? Is this something that you creatively just needed to do and you're going to continue to do the cover stuff? Or is it like, no, I'm going to push this?
I want
or,
to
like,
get
what
onto
is
the
it?
next level. I've
What's the next
Yeah.
level for
next
Kim?
level for me would be opening up for national acts, getting on a tour, getting on a major country artist tour, or
How do you do that?
opening with agents.
So
booking
you're looking
agents.
for an
I'm going to
agent.
be targeting some agents and or a manager.
How
or
do you
both.
find out where do you look for an agent or a manager?
There's all kinds of resources, Indie Bible, tons of resources online. There are a few that I know offhand in my mind who
Like,
I
how
want to
about from
target.
Berkeley? Like, do you have connections from school?
I do, but mainly musical connections, not
Okay.
so much business connections.
Okay.
I've been studying the new music business now for the indie artist for the past year while I was doing the EP.
Have you
And,
learned a lot?
I've learned a lot.
What
Learned a
what
lot.
resources
Built,
have you used?
Built my own website using Bandzoogle. Built it
Oh.
myself. It's kimmartinmusic.com. And was able through TuneCore to digitally distribute onto iTunes and Amazon and
Okay.
Google Play and get on Spotify and all those.
So you're
streaming
a
sites.
DIYer
I'm doing
for
it
sure.
all myself.
Perfect.
Own all my
Wow,
publishing,
that's a
own my
lot
own
of
record
work.
label, and looking for an agent / manager that can get me onto the next level, onto those bigger stages. And also, I will have to have a 5-piece band: fiddle, pedal steel.
Oh,
You know,
okay,
I'm
you
going
need
to have
the
a
full band to
the
back
full
you up.
5-piece band because I need all the country flavors.
Sure.
Right.
And start playing some of those festivals and get
Are
on
you going to
those
go to
things.
Nashville to look for that?
I'm not going there to look for it, but
Mhm.
I will go there to play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very comfortable here in the IE,
Mhm.
and there's plenty of opportunities to look for online and then go and travel. I love to travel.
So you
love it.
need. So you're in the mode of manager agent. You need a manager
Yeah.
/ agent.
I'm still in the
booking agent
I'm
right
still in the
now.
launching mode basically. I'm
Uh-huh.
almost done with the music video. Probably within the next few weeks it will be done,
Mm-hmm.
and a few more reviews / press quotes, and my EPK will be done. Then I will be targeting
Oh, so
the
then you're ready
managers
to
that
market
I
yourself.
feel who would be good for my genre.
Okay.
Who would work with
Because
me.
they're very specific. Like
Yeah.
they know, they'll know what venues are going to be
they're
good.
gonna be
They
a
know
real
what
manager,
tours or.
not a Joe Schmo out of
Right.
Right.
the next
Right.
little town. It's
Right,
a
right.
real.
Have you
music
ever been
manager.
under management or an agency before?
I have one a long time ago, and I sued him, and I won. It was a long time ago, but that was out on another project.
Okay. Do you have Are you prepared to play anything else live for us?
I could, but I'd rather play the other track.
Okay, because we have 2 minutes.
Okay.
Right? Is that what you just told me?
Just there's another show that's ready to come on whenever you're done.
Okay.
Got it. Yeah, Dutchie said we're about 30 minutes behind, so we'd have until 9:30. He said we'd have an extra 30 minutes. Is that cool?
Okay.
Or
Let me check with Andrew really quick.
okay, so in the meantime, while you're checking, let's play this next clip. Which one
It
do we
says
want
it's
to
a
play?
ballad. It's called I Stayed, and it's a bluesy
I
ballad.
Stayed. So Bree,
Makes
can
my
we play
heart-
I Stayed? Can we play her last clip, I Stayed, while you're asking?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Awesome. Thank
Also,
you so much.
Sammy Avila did the Hammond B3 organ on this song.
It's my favorite one, by the way.
We all know who Sammy is.
This is Rachel's favorite.
This is a Rip Your Heart Out. I've been down a lonely, troubled road, so unfamiliar, one I've never known. I've been free, but not like this before. You say it's unintentional, then don't do it anymore. One more time, one more sleepless night. Will I be all alone, a young widowed wife? Will I survive another runaway ride? They'll have to tie me down. I'll be losing my mind. I can't take it. No, not one more day. If I only knew what you'd put me through, I would have ran away and I would have let go. Baby, I should have let go, but I stayed. And I've been dealt a fully loaded hand, so unpredictable. Thought we had it all, and now I'm questioning all of that. Better I see right through how you played me, your fool. But I'm burning out, I'm learning all about this side of you. I can't take it. No, not one more day. If I only knew what you'd put me through, I would have ran away and I would have let go. Baby, I should have let go, but I stayed. If I stayed, ooh, till the end of time. The stars stop their twinkling, and that sun just won't shine. If I stay, oh, then I'll pray. I'm down on my knees, Lord, please take this pain I've been losing my mind. I can't take it. No, not one more day. If I only knew what you'd put me through, I would have ran away and I would have let go. Baby, I should have let go, but I stayed. No one said so. I would have let go, but I couldn't let go, and I stayed.
You would think,
I would.
but we need people to know about Kim Martin music and how amazing it is.
Thank you.
So Kim, what Kim was telling me is that she wrote this song 8 years ago,
On
and you
piano.
said you were in a different period in your life,
Different place.
right?
Yeah.
That's amazing that she can You can write music. It reminds me of my daughter. When my daughter was younger, we were just talking about this. She has these stacks of songs, like a notebook so high. She would just get her guitar. No one ever taught her anything. She just learned how to play the guitar herself. And she'd write all these songs. And like, I don't do that. Like, I can't do that. I'm like, I'm so in awe of that. But they were just sitting there. And so I could imagine her going back to those notebooks like you did.
Right.
And creating things from it. Like, and then it becomes this whole other life force. You should really consider that my precious angel. Because she's so talented. She doesn't believe it, but she really is. And it makes me think, like, it doesn't matter how long ago you came up with something, like, it's still yours. It's still, you can make it happen and flourish whenever you want to, whenever you're ready, right?
And this is special, seeing the mother encourage the daughter, because there's a lot of kids that don't get encouraged by their parents. I was lucky. My mom always encouraged me. And my dad always encouraged me.
Fantastic.
So that's really cool.
And that's why my dad was so special. My dad passed about 8 years ago now, and I miss him every day. And we were talking today, and I was like almost going to cry at the lunch table because I miss him so bad, because he was my cheerleader. Like, there was not a fucking thing that I could do that he didn't think was fabulous, even if it sucked. But he's like, you are so, like, so I never thought anything but I was fabulous. And that changes everything, doesn't it? And I want that for my daughter more than anything. Both my children. My son is amazing as well. And I want nothing but for them to be happy and believe in all the gifts that they've been given, you know, because they are so special. And I want other women to feel like that too. That's why it's like, let's get your ass on here and tell everybody how rad you are.
I love it.
That's great.
It's true. Like, so that's why I love my job. Like, this is the best job ever, besides making music, which is, I'm lucky. I've been blessed my entire life. Like, I'm luckier than anything, because my dad told me how fabulous I am, right? And I miss having that cheerleader. It works.
My mom was like that with me.
See, and that's why you're a strong, inspiring woman yourself.
My mom made me very confident.
Damn. Okay, so finish telling your story. You're dying to tell us this fantastic story.
Okay, where was I at? Oh, the guy.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm in the parking lot. The guy says to me, "Oh, you're dead money."
Yeah. Oh, and we all got really angry for you now when you told. Yeah.
I just look at him. I go, "What makes you think I'm dead money?" Right? And he's just like, "Oh, I thought you were just here with your husband."
Oh,
blah, blah, blah.
God.
So I go into this nail shop, and there's, I don't know, 6 tables maybe, so 60 people playing, all men. I'm the only chick there. So guess who took it down?
Oh, yes, girl.
Me.
Yes.
I took that shit down. And guess who was at the final table with me? That
He
cocky
was.
guy. And I looked at him across the table and I said, "Dead money." Huh?
Oh.
And he felt like such an ass.
I
was like,
bet
"Good."
he did. See, that feels good.
It was the best feeling
Doesn't
ever.
that feel
That
amazing?
in itself is worth playing poker.
And
I'm telling you, girls, let me tell you, taking money from men at the table is the best. The best thing ever. And then I do the stupid little blonde thing, you know, like, oh
my
I'm
God,
gonna go to the mall. I go to the mall with
happy
money.
dance.
You know, I go to the mall.
You know what I used to do? I would, we'd go, my ex-boyfriend and I, we'd go to Vegas, and I would have my hair in a ponytail, and I'd sit down to a poker table, and and he'd give me a kiss on the cheek, and I'd be like, "Babe, I'll see you later."
Oh, no.
And he'd be like, "Honey, I'll come get you in a little while."
You're so
and
messed
I'd come
up.
back with, like, you know,
Hustler.
See, there's acting.
Total
There's
hustler.
acting.
Fuck yeah, that and the
this
boobs.
is the funny part of the story that I forgot. So after the tournament, everybody wants to walk to this bar, I don't know, like through the parking lot, right? And you guys know I have a car and it says Poker Queen on the license plate, right? So I got all these SWAT guys, and they're all, "Look at this shit. We were scammed by the Poker Queen."
That's so
And I was like, "That's right, bitches."
Yes, you were. You're all,
It was one
thank
of my
you
funny poker
and good
stories.
night.
Yeah, thank you. Have a nice
Okay,
night.
listen, we have 1 minute. I wanted to thank all you guys. What a fantastic evening, Kim. You're more talented in person. It's so lovely to meet you, and I'm so excited about everything you have
I
going.
finally got to meet you too.
Oh my God. And I can't wait to be like front row. That's what I want. I want some VIP shit, girl,
I
on your
know.
tour.
Me too.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Me too. Poker
We
queen.
want VIP, and we need to do some type of like
Poker
poker music
song.
tour,
We need a
poker
song.
queen
We should
song.
invite you guys over to one of the Poker Queen tournaments.
Oh, that'd be so
hang
fun.
out.
Okay,
That's
we,
an
and
idea.
we have to do one more
I could
thing.
take some
You have to
notes and
put your
some
witch
ideas.
hat on and talk about your event coming up, girl.
Oh yeah, real quickie. I made her wear this witch hat.
I swear to
Oh, I
God,
love this
seriously.
thing.
We were in the car with a crown and a witch hat. I'm like, people are like, this.
And we're
chick's
like looking
crazy.
at the phone, and I'm like,
So what do you got going? What's coming
Okay,
up?
Another one.
at the end of October, Sunday, October 29th, we have our second annual Hocus Pocus Poker Tournament at Paula Casino. 120 buy-in, 12,000 chips, 30-minute levels, which will be a little different. You'll get a $500 bonus chip or a 500 bonus chip for wearing a witch hat. That's why I'm wearing this goddamn thing.
You look good in that hat.
Well, fuck yeah, of course I do.
All right.
We have a contest for the witch hat. Be creative, and then Miss
Oh.
Rachel, Poker Queen, and George, the poker room manager, are gonna have a $120 bounty.
Oh my
So
God.
basically,
What does that
if you knock,
mean?
That
that
means I
means
get
if
to
you know-
play.
that means that if you knock her out, you get $120.
I was gonna ask you, do I have to? I don't want to get knocked out though.
Sweet.
Yeah,
Can I
but we're
But
gonna
that's
kick her
more
ass
for
out.
us.
Can I
More
win?
money for
Kick her
us.
ass
Yeah,
out.
I know.
Kick
I
her
know.
ass out. Get her
Yeah, but
ass
it's
out.
not gonna be easy, people.
All
No
right,
shit,
people.
but-
Tina, Rachel, Kim,
Yeah.
thank you so much for coming tonight.
Thank you so much.
Good
good
luck, good juju for you and everything you have
Thank
going. Look, you two ladies, we're gonna be a team. I'm gonna play some poker with these gals.
Yeah, you are.
How could I not? I feel lame.
You need to
Christian
come
and
over.
Ziggy, you want to say goodbye to the people? Say goodbye to the people. Raghouse
Ziggy.
Records, created to
Thank
empower
you.
women in music, entertainment, sports, business. Have a blessed week, and we will see